Welcome back to another video. We're going to be looking at some nice certified coins we got in today. Really nice looking coins, nice examples. Starting off with a batch of coins that a consigner sent us. Thanks so much. I believe that he is a subscriber to the channel. He sent us these coins to sell. Really nice eye. And these will all be available for sale on regencycoins.com. Use code YouTube10 for 10% off. Let's get right into it with this 1848 MS65 red-brown CAC approved braided hair large cent. This one has a nice look to it. The holder's unfortunately a little scuffed up, but I mean that shouldn't ever detract from the coin. The coin has nice red-brown surfaces. You can see just the hints of red along the rim and along the different elements of the coin, the star, the date. It's always tough to find any large cent and any early copper coin with any traces of red. And it's actually pretty hard also, I feel like, to get these with CAC stickers. So here's a nice example, just an honest MS65 red-brown, CAC approved. We have an 1868 MS63 red-brown Indian head cent. This is a nice coin that I don't think is going to show very well on the video, unfortunately, but it's got some flashy surfaces and nice color. I mean, it's an 1868, so it's a slightly better date. Just a nice color, nice originality. Also CAC approved in an slightly older holder. Continuing with the copper route, we have an 1879 Indian head cent. Another slightly better date, and this one's an MS64 red. And this is a nice looking red coin. It's slightly flashy as well, which is pretty cool. This is a nice 64, in my opinion. It's just got a look to it that you don't usually see on, I don't know, I just feel like I don't see like very many flashy Indian head cents. It's got that mark there in the field, but that's probably what's keeping it from a higher grade. I love this coin. We have a 1909S Indian head cent. This one's MS64 red-brown in the old green holder. This one's really cool. Obviously the key date, or one of the key dates in the Indian head cent series. Nice red-brown color. Just a few marks there on the cheek, keeping this coin from a higher grade. But nice even color. There's like no spotting. I don't see any spotting on this coin, which is usually pretty common. The 64 grade, I think it's all there. I think it's all there for a 64 red-brown. Don't have any problems, and the fact that it's in an old green holder and CAC approved, freshly CAC approved, I will add. This is the first time it's been to market as a CAC stickered coin, so it's super nice. We really like this one. We have a 1931S key date Lincoln wheat cent in MS65 red. Just nice honest surfaces. I like the reverse on this coin, I think a little more. Reverse is really nice, great luster. Just an honest example of a 65 red 31S. We have a 1909D MS62 CAC Barber dime. This coin has a light toning on it. An attractive coin for an MS62. Just maybe some faint hairlines on the cheek. Some slide friction or something that kept this coin from a higher grade. Usually I'm looking at the coin because I haven't actually studied these coins like I might have some other coins that we bought. This coin, yeah, it's probably some sort of slide friction or something on the high points of the obverse that kept this coin from like a 63 or 64. But it's a nice coin for a 62. I like that it's CAC approved. Probably a lot of value here for a low uncirculated coin. Here's another MS62. This one's a 1859 seeded quarter. I'm a big fan of these mid-date seeded quarters. I don't know. I think they're probably underappreciated. They're not that expensive even for the really rare ones, and they come quite rare. This one's toned. An interesting little toning. It's kind of like some blue and some purple and interesting toning. There's a reverse. I just like the look of these. Here's an 1807 cat bust $half, large stars, 50/20. This is a cool one. And this coin is a little bright, but I don't know. I mean, it's probably been cleaned. Almost all of these have been cleaned at some point. But this coin has a lot of luster for an AU53. And I don't mind this coin being in a straight graded holder either. Has nice color. I don't know, there's a lot to this coin. A lot of meat on the bone. Yeah, you can see the hairlines kind of swirling there, but it still has a nice look. And I like this coin. It's got a little bit of a light toning. This would have been a just amazing coin, probably when it was original. But still a nice coin. And the variety 50, you can see the variety is pretty clear. So that's a cool one. Here's an 1818, another one that I believe the consignor had a sticker for him. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. So this one's pretty fresh. This one has a great look for an extra fine 45. A light toning, nice luster. Very lustrous for an XF coin. And nice color. So that's cool. We have a 36D Walker. Nothing too special, but a slightly better date. Just an honest MS66 Walker. And we have a 1940S Walker, so this is a much tougher coin in MS66, 67. It's very valuable in MS67 and any higher than that. This is a nice example. A lot of times you'll find these with, I seem to find these with like scratches, like one or two longer scratches that net grade these down to like a 66 or 65 or something. I don't really see any. There's a little bit of haze on this coin, but the fields are very clean. Just looking at the reverse here. Same story on the reverse. Just a teeny bit of haze, but still a nice coin. The obverse is really clean for a 40S, which is pretty unusual. And a little bit weaker strike, but very common for a 40S. That doesn't bother me. And last but not least, we have this 1878S. Geez, trade dollar. This one's MS62 and has a really nice original look. I like the look of this coin a lot. And I'm sure many of you will as well. Nice coin. So there's the consignor's coins. If you guys are interested in consigning coins, you can email me at contact@regencycoins.com for more details. These coins, again, are all available on regencycoins.com. Use code YouTube10 for 10% off. And then these are coins which we have in inventory, so these are the coins we own. These are also for sale at regencycoins.com, so check these out as well. Here's a 1926 piece dollar in MS65 CAC G. And I bought this coin because it has a nice toning on the right side, and you don't usually find piece dollars with any color. The toning's not really coming through very well in this video. Hopefully the photos on the listing pick it up a little more. It's super light, but I like the look of it. We have a 1988D Kennedy $half. Beautiful toning on this one. Like a neon. Look at that color on this. Nice coin. MS64, so nothing too crazy in terms of grade, but a beautiful coin. If you have a typeset and you need a nice $half, here you go. A nice clad Kennedy. This is definitely a contender. We have an 1866S seated half dime in MS64 and an old NGC fatty holder. A dark coin, but it's toned. Usually how these come. MS64. A pretty big jump to MS65. An old fresh holder. Another old holder. This is an 1838 large stars MS66 seated dime. This is a cool coin. Again, toned. Usually these come pretty dark with like the blues and stuff. Old fatty holder. And next up we have an 1834 cat bust dime. This probably came from a set of coins, which was probably all toned very nicely. The reverse on this coin is super strong in terms of color. Slightly flashy as well. It's almost, this is not a proof, but it kind of has like a proof look to it. It doesn't look like a proof, but it's like a slightly reflective uncirculated example. The proofs I've seen do look like this though. So it's kind of interesting. Here's an 1830 or 1937 Buffalo Nickel MS67 Plus. This coin is really nice. We graded this one. It's just got a couple marks that I don't like. Otherwise this coin would probably be a 68 in my opinion. And all the 67s I've seen, this one just has like a beaming look to it. And I've seen this look before on MS68s, but it's got some contact marks for sure. You can see them right here. If you look at the cheek, the high point right there, that you can see maybe that right above my fingernail. Those are some abrasions that hold this coin back from a 68. But luster-wise, strike-wise, it's all there otherwise. CAC agrees, MS67 Plus. We have a 1948D MS68 full bands. This one is a CAC approved one. I got tired of submitting this coin. I think this coin could 68 plus. I'm not gonna, obviously if I thought it was going to, for sure I'd keep sending it in, but I'm done messing with it. I think a 68 full bands with a CAC sticker is gonna be where it sits for now. Maybe it's just got a couple marks holding it back from 68 plus, but the color is really, really cool. I mean, I just don't see color like this on Mercury dimes that often. It's not like a monster toner by any sense, but it's like it started toning like that. Maybe if it was just had a little bit more of the right elements or sat in the album for a little while longer, this coin would have been just stunning. But it's got a nice look. I really like this coin as a 68. And it's CAC approved. Here's a really tough CAC approved coin. In 1923 MS67 peace dollar. These peace dollars just don't, like in MS67, they just don't come CAC approved that often. There's a big value jump in CAC approved examples. And check out the cleanness of this coin's cheek. This is another one which I've tried for a plus, and it's just a nice 67. I've seen 67s that look a lot worse. It's got some nice color around the edge. That little scratch there is on the holder, but the cheek is just super clean. Look at the true view on this coin. There's a mark right there on the neck. But check out the luster. Can't even really see the coins messing with the camera. Check out the true view on this coin for sure. So look at this number on PCGS, and you'll see just how clean the cheek is, how nice the obverse of this coin is. The reverse, I think it has a nice look to it. almost more satin and less lustrous. The eagle has some marks, including that looks like a reading mark, or that cut there on the top of the eagle. That probably also didn't help in terms of the grade of this coin, but a little bit of some cuts on the lower eagle. But I mean, a 67 plus, or a 67 CAC, sorry, really can't ask for too much more, even though I tried. Nice coin. Here's a 1915 Buffalo in MS64 and GC graded. A great look on this coin. I was hoping for an MS65, but just not, I guess, not the luster it needs. Especially the reverse is a little dull, but the color is really nice. And we have a Proof 67 Mercury Dime. This is a nice coin. I know I say that a lot of these coins are nice, but that's because they're hand selected. This came out of an old original Proof set. And I love this look on Proof coins when they're like kind of gray like this, with a little bit of rainbow around the edge. Very nice. I like this one. We have 2 more coins left, starting with this 1837 seeded halftime, no stars. This is like, I mean, find a better circulated example of a seeded halftime. This coin doesn't have any real major issues with it at all. Just the reverse isn't quite as attractive, but the color, the grade, the details, like it's all there. CAC grade. Super nice coin. This is the type of coin where, I mean, I can sell this coin for whatever the guide value says it's worth, but I'm probably never going to be able to find another coin that looks like this. Or if I do, it's going to be this one when I buy it back eventually, or, you know, maybe I get lucky and buy an old collection and there's another one in here. But this is a coin that I purchased raw, I had graded, I had CAC stickered, and it's probably not one with, like, in terms of the look and the originality, that I'm probably going to have again for a long time. So it's always tough to see stuff like that go, but if you want it, you can check it out. And then this is the last coin that we have to show. This 1936S Boone commemorative in MS66, an old annex holder. I like the look on this one. Some originality. It's got the mark there on the high point. Probably kept it back from a grade higher. The reverse is super flashy. But just a nice coin. And it's in the old annex soapbox. So those are the coins. Thanks so much for watching. Again, these are all available at regencycoins.com while supplies last. Use code YouTube10 at checkout for 10% off your order. We also have some eBay auctions that are ending soon, so check those out. I'll include the link in the video description below. And thanks so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video.